One thing to understand about real estate investing is that from a psychological standpoint, now keep in mind, I'm stressing from a psychological standpoint because you could just pay your taxes, but I'm just telling you, when you're in the situation I'm in, if you get too deep into real estate, you're basically going to be trapped in real estate. If you get to a point in life like I do and I say, you know what, I don't think real estate is really this magical investment avenue, I could just as easily have this money in the S&P 500 or even in a REIT, which is still real estate, but it's basically a real estate stock, not direct ownership of real estate. You're going to be trapped because of the tax implications and the 1031 exchange that allows you to continue to move around in the real estate realm tax free. Whereas if you got out of real estate and moved anywhere else, you'd have a huge tax obligation. So I would just consider it. Now, there are a lot of people that say, "Oh, well, you're an idiot because you should never worry about paying taxes because paying taxes means you made a profit." Well, yes, but you have to compare different scenarios. There's the whole concept of opportunity cost and stuff. And if you're doing relatively well in real estate, which I feel I am, and I can make as much, if not more, money in real estate than I would in just stocks and bonds, and my motivation, therefore, to get out of real estate and into stocks bonds is just the fact that I just don't want to deal with it anymore. And so basically, the cost of not dealing with it anymore is this huge tax bill. In that scenario, you're basically going to stay in real estate. You're going to have to just keep putting up with something you don't want to put up with because you have to do the right thing for yourself and for your family and just the correct financial move. So yes, it's not like, you shouldn't be mad that you got a better job so you're paying higher income taxes. That's stupid. Because you're never paying 100% income taxes. So you're still coming out ahead. Duh. But that kind of misses the point. The point is comparing it to other opportunities. And so that's just something to understand. Like before you get into real estate, too deeply anyway. I mean, if you buy like a single family rental and you just don't like it, you don't like dealing with tenants, it's not going to be a big deal to get out of it and pay your capital gains taxes on that one property. But when you're like me and you've built up a pretty decent net worth and basically all of that net worth is in real estate and you would have to pay a 15% tax on that to get out of it, you're basically never getting out of it. You're trapped. And that's the way I feel right now. Like the only thing I'm trying to do to make my life better is move from residential to commercial. Because I can move into like triple net leases or ground leases where I don't have to deal with the bullshit. So that's good. But I really, realistically, I don't have the option to just go to the stock market or even just, go to treasuries or something if I want to really, be risk averse. So it's a real thing. Just think about it again. It's not like the determining factor, but it's a piece of information for you to have as you make the decision of whether to get into real estate. Just make sure you love real estate, man, if you get into it. And understand that things change. So you want to understand how flexible something is. Because you might feel like you would never want to leave real estate. Like you just love it. But that can change. And there is still part of me that loves real estate. But I can just tell you, as somebody that really loved real estate, like I had this dream of being this big developer, like that was what I wanted to do and stuff. And now, like 5 years later, 10 years later, I basically have no desire to do that. I don't want anything to do with development. It's just a pain in the asshole. So, yeah. Just something to think about.